Hi everyone, it's Lauren here from partiesbylt.com. I am here today to talk to you about the Super Bowl! Denver Broncos versus Seattle Seahawks. Woo! I have a party must-have here. Team colored Jello shots. I'm going to give you all my best tips and tricks so that you can show your team support for whatever party you go to this weekend. I have Jello, citrus, a Pyrex dish that can withstand high heat, and it holds all the amount of liquid that's going to be able to go in here, and a clear liquor. I like rum. I know vodka is probably a favorite of most people. So let's get started. So the citrus is really good. The citrus is going to cut through all of that kind of sweet candiness and cut through the hard alcohol taste, because no one wants to chew hard alcohol. I'm just going to juice the limes in here. Same dish that I'm going to put everything else in. Now the citrus too, you can really do by personal taste. I like it to be really tangy. I think it goes really well. I think it actually brings out the lime flavor a little more. And like I said before, it really cuts through that hard alcohol taste. Looks like my water is boiling. So I'm going to add the water to this Pyrex dish here. Now I have 1 cup to 1.5. And that should be perfect. And I'm going to take my lime Jello here and mix in with this hot lime and water mixture. Woo! That is green. Scrape down everything and really whisk it together very well to make sure everything looks like it's melted. All the sugar needs to melt, all the Jello. So I'm just going to leave that there for a little bit, and I'm going to set up my Jello shot cups. So here I have all my Jello shot cups, and they are from Smart & Final. It's like just a restaurant store that carries things in bulk. You can buy them by any sort of store like that. They're pretty cheap, and they come in a big bag like this. You can also get them from Bevmo. I've even seen them at your local grocery store sometimes, but I find that they're really expensive from other places. So Smart & Final or any restaurant store, or I don't know, Costco or Target has things like that. So you can go ahead and check it out. But so another tip for you, when you're making this, you kind of want to let the Jello cool down a little bit, because you don't want to add the alcohol and have it be still so hot that some of it cooks out, and then you're just left with the alcoholic taste and none of the buzz factor. But the key is you don't want to let it get too cold either, so it's a little bit of a balancing act. I'm kind of peeling the outside to see if it's still scalding hot, to see if it would cook off some of the alcohol. It feels a little hot, but it looks like it's melting nicely. So I'm just going to still give that a couple minutes to cool down. You want to make sure you're kind of pulling up the Jello bits from the bottom, because alcohol and Jello have different densities, so the alcohol can tend to sit on the top sometimes. So now I'm going to give it a little taste, because whatever it tastes like now is how it's going to taste when you do the shot. So you just give it a tiny, tiny little taste. Woo! That's strong. Woo! And still a little sweet. So you know what? I'm going to add this last line. Alright, Seahawks, let's see how loud you get for these Jello shots. So pouring, it's an art that's totally up to you. I'm not the best at it. But do make sure that you leave the cups halfway full, because remember, you're going to layer them. So you're going to want to rinse these out right away, because cleaning out that Jello 10 minutes later even, not fun. The blue Jello. So I think our Jello is just about totally melted. Then we can add the liquor that is being chilled in our fridge over here. To it. go for the adult part. This part does get a little tricky because you want to layer it in a way that it doesn't break through the first layer. And the first layer may not be totally solidified yet. And this Jello will be hot. Oh, that seemed to work okay. It's really not that hard. It's pretty easy, so I'm gonna go on and just do the same thing. I'm gonna start with the orange and wait for those layers to harden up.